Grab your uniform, your school bag, and get ready to dive into all things high school. Well, according to The Sims. We're here to talk about 10 of the best objects from the High School Years expansion pack. As always, we'll be looking at 5 standout objects and 5 underused objects from the pack. Also, the objects mentioned here are just my opinion, so if I don't mention one that you yourself love, then please feel free to give that object a shout out in the comments down below. We're going to start out with a standout, being the photo booths. Now, while you can place these on a home lot, I feel they're often better suited to community lots. These objects allow you to hop in and take photos of yourself. Yes, we'd love a selfie. These can either be a normal photo or one based on your mood. You can also take photos with other Sims and choose to have it be of a friendly, funny, romantic, or mischievous nature, which can lead to some very cute outcomes. Depending on how the photo goes, your Sims can get various moodlets, as well as a small photo itself, of course, which will appear in your inventory that you can later display. I just find photo booths to be such a quick and easy way to bring a venue to life and allow your Sims to create memories there. You can pop one at a wedding venue or a fair type lot, or even in the corner of a bar or nightclub. Wherever you like, really. Also know that these photo booths aren't just for taking pictures. No, they are not. If your Sim is famous, then they'll be able to use a photo booth to hide from the paparazzi. They are also a woohoo location. In case you were wondering, no, photos are not taken of your Sim in the act. And yes, I know it does not look comfortable, but overall, once again, the photo booth is coming through and adding activities to spaces. For number 2, we're going to talk about an underused object, being the thrift tea bubble tea counter. I feel that this counter kind of fades into obscurity unless you're actually visiting the thrift tea store, but you can use it absolutely anywhere to grab yourself a bubble tea drink. This being said, I won't lie, it will look rather out of place in your kitchen, but if you're throwing a party, it's an object that you can buy and hire a vendor to run for a day and then delete after, which feels much more natural. Likewise, this can be a great option to add things to do at community lots, especially for if you don't have access to cafes from the Get Together expansion pack, as it makes for a great substitute. Somewhat annoyingly, keep in mind that in most cases, when it's placed on a community lot, you'll need to hire a vendor to run the bubble tea counter. Now, object number 3 is a standout, being the Backstreet or Anything clothing racks. These are located in the thrift tea store, but they can also be placed anywhere. You might be thinking, Peter, what the hell? We have 50 wardrobes in this game. But these are very different from your usual wardrobes, as they're used to create fashion looks. You'll make these in Creator Sim, and yes, they will cost money. Once made, they'll appear in your inventory, and it's here that you can wear them or even gift them to another Sim. You know, gently telling them that their towny fashion is not cutting it. You can even sell fashion looks on Trendy, which is an online platform where your Sims can buy and sell clothes. Selling fashion looks that you make can see you make huge profits, but I will admit that you can just buy and resell outfits on Trendy without actually making your own looks and still get rich that way. This being said, making your own looks is a lot more fun, and it really brings the idea of becoming a style icon to life. Note that I'll have a full guide on trendy and fashion looks in the description for if you're interested. Moving on to a quick underused object, being the Canopy of Light sheet lights. These are honestly just such unique lights that have lots of impact. They work great above beds, but they can also be used as a kind of sheer room divider. Honestly, I just find them to be really fun to use. The 5th object is a standout, being the Cheerleading Mats. You can use the small mat to practice and perform solo routines, and the larger mat with a group to perform a group cheer. Note that how good your sim is at cheerleading correlates to their fitness skill. Cheerleading, of course, ties in with teenagers who are in the cheer team after school activity, as well as the cheer team sports day that takes place on Friday behind Copperdale High School. It's also at this sports day that you can perform a cheer and be judged. What's more is that if you have the Get Together expansion pack, then these mats will certainly come in handy for if you decide to create a cheerleading club. In short, they're just a fun object that opens up the world of cheerleading in the game. Now for an underused object, being the timeless Prom Memorabilia in bronze, silver, and gold. These are unlocked by attending Prom and completing the gold events and scoring at least a bronze, silver, or gold outcome. They function like a usual speaker, however they only have one song to listen to, being called Prom Night. I know, the nostalgia is real. When this song is playing, you can also sweetheart dance to it, making it the perfect object for high school sweethearts to bring with them through life to reflect on their early years together. It's so cute, I love it. I also want to give a quick shout out here to the Groove Tube wireless speaker, but I will flag that sadly this object came as an early access bonus, meaning that you'll only have it if you bought the High School Years expansion pack before September 8, 2022. If you didn't, then don't stress, as this is not a must-have object. Essentially, this object functions the same way as a Kaboom box stereo, but upgraded in the sense that it has a lot more swatches and a younger feel. And know that the Kaboom box and the Groove Tube speaker, from my understanding, are the only two stereos in the game that Sims can place in their inventory and then whip out anywhere they go, which is very handy. Now for a standout set of objects, being the Banquet table and the Beverage fountain. Before jumping into it, firstly, do know that objects with the same function are also available through the My Wedding Stories game pack and the Luxury Party Stuff pack. The main drawcard of these objects is that they let you pay for a range of ready-made dishes in an instant. It makes entertaining so much easier, especially for larger events like big birthday parties or weddings. I feel that once you start hosting events with these objects, you'll never be able to go back to hiring a caterer who will most of the time just walk around living their best life doing absolutely nothing while you pay them. The eighth object is a very quick, underused object, being the bathroom stalls. Yes, I am literally talking about toilets. Admittedly, I don't even think these look great, but just the ability to make a public bathroom with multiple toilets in the one room simply gives me life. The alternative was that my public bathrooms were actually like 4 different rooms, each with a toilet. It's the quality of life improvement that we all need, that we never knew we needed, that probably should have been included in the base game. Note that stalled toilets are also available in the Discover University expansion pack. Now for the final standout object, being the classic Aero Football. Just like the cheerleading mat brings cheerleading to life, this is the object that essentially introduces football or rugby to the game. Generally, this object will sit in your Sims inventory, and they can use it to practice football with other Sims, with some incredible animations, I might just add. Honestly, I think a big reason I like this object is the animations. It also encourages your Sim to be social and make friends too, which I think is quite neat. And of course, it ties in with the football team sports day that takes place on Thursday evenings behind Copperdale High School. And here, you'll be able to take part in the football toss competition, which is a little bit cute. Moving on, and now for the 10th object, which is an underused one, we'll be focusing our attention on the new computers that come with the pack. While these do just function like regular computers, their aesthetic with cameras and mics really bring to life video game streaming. The golden ultra-wide computer that you unlock by reaching the top of the video game streamer career, and the golden laptop for reaching the top of the computer team after school activity are particularly flashy and for some reason make you feel like you're rich when you're using them. Really, I just love these computers for their look compared to a general computer. And just a very quick side note that these pair quite well with the pro gaming desk that comes with the pack, which we love. And with that, we're at the end. That's 10 objects from the High School Years expansion pack that you need to start using. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. See you later.